All right, flash flooding like we've seen lately leaves behind long-term damage, roads peeled up, drains clogged, but it's also taking a serious toll on our off-road trails. Bill Folsom live tonight at Ute Valley Park with a warning to be cautious out there. Bill.
Yeah, two things to talk about here. Caution, as you mentioned, also care. The caution part is about your safety. Here's some damage that's just happened to this trail. You're going along and not paying attention. Twist an ankle, trip and fall, even worse. And I can tell you from experience, you catch the front of your bike, you go over the handlebars and you end up hurt. The care portion is when trails are wet, things you do can prevent them from suffering even more damage. Outdoors and on a trail, rain or shine is a way of life for many in southern Colorado.
There are some trails that ride better in the rain and some that you really need to stay away from in the rain.
Corey Sutella's passion for trails goes beyond just riding. Because he uses them, he joined and is now director of the nonprofit Medicine Wheel Trail Advocates.
And our mission is to create, sustain, and advocate for trails for mountain bike users of the Pikes Peak region.
He's a trail user, trail builder, and someone who goes out and fixes trails. Trails degrade all the time. Driving rain compounds the problem.
In our region, water is the biggest damager of trails. The trails change.
They get rutted, and so people need to be careful. First of all, for their own safety.
Susan Davies with the Trails and Open Space Coalition echoes the rain warnings.
Especially those really hard, heavy rains, which we get this time of year.
A smooth trail many know well can change to dangerous with just one storm.
It's always prudent. You have to ride in control and be able to close it down if you see something unfamiliar.
Also avoid adding to the trail damage. Clay-like soil, the kind that is slick but also sticks to your shoes, is best to avoid when it's wet. And there's etiquette when you see a puddle in the trail.
They walk around the edge of the trail and they create a wider trail, and that's just bad for the habitat.
If you see water in the middle of the trail, it's important not to go around it. That makes that feature bigger. It just makes it grow over time. It increases the maintenance requirements.
Some trails are fine when wet, others get damaged. If unsure, it's best to wait for a dry day.
It's better to stay off even for, a day or two.
City and county crews start by working on the damage to streets and also those drainages you were mentioning. Trails, it can take a while to get to that. Also, don't assume that they know the damage is out there. There are hundreds of miles of trail in our area. It's best to report damage. Typically, in cities and counties, you go to the Parks Department. Watching out for you, Southern Colorado. Bill Folsom, News 5.